Hello and welcome back to another video about Stella Sora. Today we are going to the event Crackling Spring Festival. We are going to start with the story, then do the battle stages, then the cookie workshop, and at last the event shop. So yeah.
Okay, and now we can do the story. It will likely be very long again, but let's start. Familiar face in a million. In the midst of the Spring Festival, you caught sight of a familiar figure on Cangwu streets. Very crowded, it looks like. Oh, Cangwu is huge. Crowded. Perfect timing, we had a long festival, that's why the streets are way busier than usual. A recent festival? Oh, you mean Lover's Day? Had no idea the long went is short for Lover's Day. They must be omens, both. Oh, that's not... Oh, wait, are they bad at it? That's not what I meant. Then what? Actually, it's a Spring Festival, the biggest festival of the year for the long. They say every long can make the comes back to Cangwu to celebrate with family and friends. Exactly, wait, how do you know that's it? Added in this pamphlet, even lists the local food spots and souvenirs. Pete, I've been dying to try authentic long hot pot. Souvenir stores are over there, wanna take a look? Rest assured, hot pot and souvenirs are happening. I even snagged the discount at the inn. We're finally in Cangwu, so let's make it count. Wait. But first we've got business to take care of. Check in at the inn. Wrong, priority number 1 is taking commissions and ranking in door. Commissions right now? You bet, holiday rates are through the roof. We'd be crazy to walk away from a payday like this. Take the cash now, then splurge later without guilt. Count me in. Agreed. Fair point, should we head to the tracker's house? We handed the commission. Boss, you go ahead and get us checked in. If we miss the check-in window, we lose that discount. Got it, catch you later. Right, see you tonight. Good night, Fifi. We'll be back soon. And just like that, the 3 girls of the New Star Guild vanished into the bustling streets of Cangwu. A whole night has passed and still no sign of them. Please, you done yet? It's getting late. You coming back tonight? Got the commission here. Hello, you knock this out in a flash. Got it. You done yet? It's getting late. Are you coming back tonight? Is something wrong? I can't reach it. Please reply when you... I'm really worried. Calls aren't connecting and total silence on text. Even the staff at the tracker's house haven't seen them. And they say they picked up the commission there. I suppose I should report this. To get to the base, do I go this way or was it that way? Oh my, if it isn't my adorable assistant. Huh? I followed the voice. The streets of Cangwu are bustling as ever, but among the festival eve sights, a familiar yet striking figure stands out. Corona? I didn't expect to see you here. Consider this a pleasant holiday surprise. What brings you here? And what are you wearing? I received an invitation, so I decided to take a vacation here in Cangwu. What is it? Is my attire distracting you? No, not at all. I don't even know where I'm supposed to look. I had this custom made, and in Cangwu, tourists belong to. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? It allows me to blend into the environment. I prefer not to draw unnecessary attention to myself. No, you stick out even more. Everyone is staring at even more now. Everyone is staring at you. You seem so intrigued. Shall I take you to the trailer? We could get an outfit made for you too. That's kind of you, but I passed. Really a pity. I was curious to see how you would look in Long's fashion. Since we both here, why don't we walk together? You could guide me through the sights of Cangwu. Also, I'd like to say, but I have urgent matters to attend to. Ian, do you know the way to the Bisuit booth? You're heading to the booth too? Perfect, I'm actually on my way there right now. Ooh, has anything happened? Yeah, my friends and the new Stock Guild members have gone. What a coincidence. I can't reach Lin either. What? I see. Siren arrived near Cangwu with Noya, Amber and Iris on a commission, stopping here to rest and resupply. After arriving yesterday, the three of them split off with you to take a side commission. After that, Siren lost contact with them. As for Miss Coronis, she has known Qinglin since treating her mother infidel. She came here on vacation at Qinglin's vacation. However, when she visited Qinglin's home yesterday, she learned that Qinglin had gone out and never returned. I still can't reach any of them. We look for clues ourselves. But we don't know our way around as Coronis and I am new to Cangwu. Understand? Ordinarily, I'd lead the search myself, but I have urgent official business I cannot step away from. I will, however, alert my colleagues to keep a lookout. If any leads surface, I'll notify you immediately. In that case, leave it to me. Yeah, what are you doing here? Got sent on an errand run, what else? Ta-da! Behold, Marius' marvelous sword, polished and new and good as new. The seniors even added some mods. You gonna love them. New mods, right, thank you. Please pass on my regards to your seniors as well. No biggie. Anyway, I heard what you were doing. You're saying missing friends? That sounds pretty serious. Since she was stuck at her desk, the great Chuan, Xia, will help you track them down. I really have difficulties pronouncing those names. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 or 10 was a bonus. Among the fox, you comb the streets of Cangwu for clues, so bring in the city's unique atmosphere. And done. Hey, pretty slick, huh? Look at those strokes, so majestic. It's like a soaring swan or anyway, Xuan, she clearly has a masterful hand. The writing captures your spirit perfectly, bold and extraordinary. Since you are such a big help, please offer you a little thank you gift. Oh, you took her in. I just answered a few questions, hardly any trouble at all. But this masterpiece, you really should take it with you. Surely someone out there needs it more than I do. Thanks so well. Thanks for the compliment. We're off. See ya. There waves out of the crowd and trots back to us, waving the freshly dried papers. What are those? These Springsy couplets Folks paste new ones around their doors to welcome the season. That looks like long scripts. What do they mean? There's some phrases for good fortune. What of bad vibes? What of bad vibes? I see. The cliffs do look quite mysterious and chaotic. Might look nice on my clinic door. You want them or yours? If you like them, I can churn out a wool stack for you. These two, perhaps they will attract some rare diseases for me to study. I'm pretty sure that's the opposite of good fortune. Did you say something? Never mind. Anyway, at least we finally got a solid lead. Yep, Noya and the others stopped to watch him write the scrolls. He remembered Iris clearly. Not many Novians can read long scripts, so she definitely stood out. They talked about buying a set, but passed because they had to rush off to meet a client. So they skipped the tracker's house and picked up a commission straight from someone in town. That's not enough to go on. Let's keep asking around. Sorry, the group doesn't ring a bell. But that short girl in the photo, she grabbed breakfast here yesterday. We even chatted a bit about groceries. Groceries? Yeah, with the Springfestival coming up, folks are stocking up like crazy. Stuff that's usually everywhere is running low. Was prepping for a Springseek feast, I think, but was short on ingredients. She said she looked elsewhere. I see, thank you. Not what will say you folks eaten? Wanna try my specialty proof buns? Been making them for decades. One bite and you're hooked, guaranteed. Sure, I take one. Yeah, careful, it's hot. Hot. Why did you take such a huge bite? Careful, there's an art to this. Nip a hole in the skin. Zip the proof. Oh, could have told me sooner. Tried to warn you, but you jumped it right down. Love the gusto. Makes me hungry, haha. Thin yet resilient membrane, rich fluids, compact solution, for tissue. Long cuisine offers such infinite inspiration. So, you like it? Indeed, it would be an excellent delivery vector for oral medication. Say what? Let's move, we have stamped at the local fair. We must resume our investigation. What? Jinglin's missing? Oh, I just asked her about vacation homework a couple of days ago. How could she? Correct, we are currently gathering leads. Do you possess relevant information? You don't think maybe a kidnapper lured her away? Why do you suspect a kidnapper? Because it's happened before. A while back, kidnappers just swarmed the city out of nowhere. Formed by kidnapper. Yeah, we got people in black robes and bird beak masks. Many followed them and never came back. Black robes, bird beak. Wait, you don't mean... Oh, Shimio mentioned that. She said a company called United Harvest was practically tracking people off the street to work in Philae. Once they got there, they were so buried in work they never had time to come home. And on the rare chance the letter arrived, it was total gibberish. Everyone was terrified they suffered a mental breakdown. From what I hear, United Harvest in Philae has cleaned up its act, seriously. Ixia guides Coronis and me down the street as we walk around, as we ask around. Hey, there's a stall ahead with amazing sugar roasted chestnuts, and it's Cangwu's out to die for. The owner does sugar out and the fragrance too. Last time he made me a tiger. That's obviously not why we're here. We need to survey the area for clues. Ah, look at that line forming. If they say out, I'm done for. Huh? Has it seen your YouTube? Oh, yeah. Well, look who it is. You're here too? What brings you here? Chestnuts and Cangwu, of course. You made up that errand for me to go to Imau just to sneak out for snacks on your own? No, these are from Master. From Master, seriously? Where she was pacing holes in the floor, desperate for sweet. She didn't want anyone knowing she broke her no sugar diet, so she sent us on a secret snack run. Here, take the tongue. Hulu, you keep this between us, okay? Fine, thanks. Way too smooth, definitely not their first time pulling a stunt like this. Oh, Senior, actually, can I ask a favor? Between bites of Tenghulu, Jigsaw fills her seniors in on the search mission. You do a reading for us? We're trying to track down Xinglin and the New Star Guild. Can try, but the best I get is a vague direction relative to them. I heard Chuhachi's divination was quite potent. Is calculating precise coordinates not possible? If our arts worked like that, the world would be in total chaos by now. People move, might change, energy shifts. Pinpointing a living, breathing target, well, let's just say the currents of fate aren't stable enough for a lock right now. I see, I made a false assumption. No harm done, so should I proceed with the reading? Yes, please. I have the result. Your fates are tangled, everyone you're seeking is scattered at the same spot right this moment. All of them together? What in the world is going on? My vision is hazy on the details. Head east and examine the walls. You may find a clue there. The walls? What does that mean? Oh, all will be revealed once you arrive. Are Qinglin and the others safe? Rest assured they are unharmed. They have simply been detained. Understood. Thank you both. Thanks, we're off. Come on everyone, let's hit the east side. Don't forget to come back for the feast later. You saw something else, didn't you? Something involving that thing we investigated? I keep them in the dark. That anomaly is harmless. Since it poses no threat, we should let nature take its course. Telling them changes nothing. We need not interfere. Let fate guide it to those meant to find it. Fine, they're gone. Can drop the mystical stage act now. I know, the relation isn't exactly a 40. So you're just afraid that the more you say, the more you get wrong. It's totally fine, Beanie. Those roasted chestnuts so delicious. I get you another pack. Eat. Okay. Who the fuck? You obtained a key clue and pursued it further. Hey, you sure we followed Senior's directions right? Cause I'm seeing nothing on this wall. The eastern wall. Miss Giselle, did your senior mean for us to check the actual wall? Yeah, where it? I assumed it was a metaphor, something only a Chua and she could interpret. Senior knew our limits, so she translated the hexagrams into plain speech. If she said the wall on the east, she meant the wall on the east. Wait, looks like there's something posted over there. Help wanting ad? High paying porter job, no contact info, just a meeting spot. Red Pot Restaurant, number 9, Cangwu. What? No, I know that place. Quite hot. Mo actually carried quite her eyes out from the spice last time. Okay, Basil quiz. Must be a fresh posting. It mentioned the delivered job too. They probably saw this flyer and took the gig. The hotpot spot doesn't seem linked to Jingnin, but let's go ask around anyway. Who thinks that finally set it down? Can't believe this is happening again. Understand the frustration. By Subaru is investigating and we have answers for you soon. Excuse me, I'd like to ask if... Huh? Timo? Oh, it's you. Any luck with the search or are you just here for hot pot? We're following a lead. Came to ask a few questions. What are you doing here? Back for round 2 of the Heaven and Hell Ultimate Spicy Hot Pot? Oh, what nonsense. I'm here on duty, investigating the stolen firecrackers. Stolen firecrackers? Thief broke in last night, cleaned out our entire stock of firecrackers. Just a sniff fest without them. I tried to restock, but I sold out everywhere. My kid's been counting down the days. You can imagine how crushed they are now. Relatable. If I couldn't play with firecrackers as a kid, I'd have cried my eyes out. Good thing I hoarded a ton of them. I have some sent your way later. Really? You're a lifesaver, thanks. Right, you mentioned you had questions? You're looking for someone. Seen any of these girls around? You showed the owner the photos of the new Sakid and Xingling. Right, that's Xingling, this relative of mine. Stopped by yesterday to catch up. What did you talk about? She said she was heading out of town to harvest winter bamboo shoots. They make a great stew. I remember those three. Came in just as the lunch rush was winding down. Sat for a bit, but they weren't alone. Someone else was with them. Someone else? Could you elaborate? The local girl in red seemed pretty high energy. They didn't order anything. They just chatted for a while and took off in a hurry. Right, when I served them tea, I heard them planning a trip out of the city. Something about moving valuables. Thanks, that was really helpful. I was glad I could help then. We'll let you get back to business. I will notify you once we reach a conclusion regarding the stolen firecrackers. You're welcome, safe travels. And do come back to try our signature hot pot. When you said you had work earlier, were you referring to this firecracker theft? Yes, the city has been blocked by a string of firecracker thefts recently. From what we've uncovered so far, one thing is certain, the fireworks that have been moved out of the city. Unfortunately, the terror ends there. We haven't been able to locate the thieves' hideout in the west, right? Wait, that rings a bell. I think someone at the retreat was warning everyone to stay alert too. I thought the case was going cold when the thieves vanished without a trace for days, until we started receiving a flood of reports today about last night's thefts. They went dark for days, only to come back and steal more? Correct, and their mode of operation has shifted. The earlier thefts affected many households, but only small quantities of fireworks were stolen from each. But last night they targeted homes with large stockpiles and cleaned them out completely. Not a single sparkler was left behind. But why steal so many? Is this guy trying to throw the biggest spring party in history? Working as an underground doctor in the Ash District teaches you a lot about how the grey market operates. I guess we're dealing with smugglers. Smugglers? Seriously? What's the point of smuggling firecrackers? If firecrackers are just a front, they use them to traffic gunpowder across city borders undetected. I've heard rumors of a buyer paying top coin for gunpowder. They want weapons that don't need magic. No success story yet, though. Fireworks production and trade in Cangwu are strictly regulated. Unauthorized export is absolutely prohibited. That makes this a grave offense. We cannot stand by where Cangwu's goods are exploited for malicious ends. Contraband, high-paying. What is it? Did you realize something? I remember those three came in just as lunch was winding down. Sat for a bit, but they weren't alone. Someone else was with them. Based on what the restaurant owner said, the new stock guild definitely took the commission from that. And the job has to be moving the stolen cargo out of the city. I thought they were hauling firecrackers from inside the city to the outside. Shimao just confirmed the group has already moved the firecrackers outside city's limits. They likely smuggled them out in small batches to avoid detection, stockpiling everything at the hideout in the wilds. Now that they have a full load, they're ready to move it all at once. A shipment that size requires extra hands. Hiring the new stock guild for labor. Yes, that logic holds up. But why did Jingling disappear? Wait, what about Gunshu's feeding? Their fates are tangled. Everyone you're seeking is gathered at the same spot right this moment. Rest assured, they are unharmed. They have simply been detained. The new stock guild and Jingling are together. Maybe they went into the smugglers and got stuck. Possible, but how did Jingling get entangled in this? It's just a theory based on the determination, but here's what I suspect. The new stock guild likely realized the nature of the job mid-transport and confronted the client, and Jingling was out hunting for ingredients, probably stumbled onto the scene and got dragged into the mess. If that's is the case, locating the smugglers is our top priority. Without tracking a group that has vanished into the wilds is almost impossible. About that, I actually have a plan. We can bait them into walking right into our hands. Yep. We just take the commission ourselves. The bait is set. Using bait, you lure the culprit out. Giselle and Colonel shoved the cart loaded with firecrackers through the busy crowd. I handpicked every single one of these firecrackers myself. Picked a few of them too. They packed 3 times the punch. No, scratch that, 5 times minimum. Oh, fascinating. I was never you dabbled in pyrotechnic. You bet, my custom crackers are actually kind of famous among enthusiasts. Like this one, sealed a talisman inside, place recording when it blows. This one shouts prosperity to you. That one screams money go my own. And check this, my new sky cracking thunder pillar. It's man-sized, seen as staggered me before I could test fire at a retreat. Yeah, I must say I admire you and pay motivation. Your commitment to field testing is quite refreshing. For real, finally someone gets me. You dig the staff corner, swing by Yunshin retreat sometime. I've got very cooler gadgets stashed away. I'd be delighted. Shuanchi arts fascinate me. I'm sure they provide ample inspiration. Arts, you mean our spades? Just wait, I show my talisman skills later. Try not to be too blown away, okay? I look forward to it. Now then, where exactly are we heading? We want eyes on us. Let's hit the street opposite. It's packed. That's a huge crowd of firecrackers. You two setting up a store? Look at the size of those things. Bet they make a serious bang. Gonna be quite a show. You got a sharp eye. Just look at this beauty. Pretty on the outside, sure, but the inside is a masterpiece of As Shenchi sneezes, a flame shoots right from the tip of her tail. What? The fireworks, they're catching fire. Where'd those sparks come from? Yeah, I put it out. What does Springfall? You two, this is a lot of explosives you're transporting. I presume you filed the necessary declarations? The declaration? Biotechniques of this magnitude require mandatory reporting and inspection for both transport and storage. Furthermore, diffuse of inconsistent lengths. The casings violate safety standards. These are unauthorized modifications, correct? Well... I am unaware of your specific alterations, but unstable explosive poses severe risks. One mistake could be catastrophic. Do you know the danger this poses? If that fuse had not been extinguished, the resulting fire would require far more than a simple apology to resolve. I mean, yeah, you've got a point. For safety reasons, the Bishop will take custody of this badge. Should determine the data process after a thorough assessment. Fine, guess I have to cut out with my babies. You take good care of them for me. For the watching crowd, Shimori confiscated the entire hall of firecrackers and takes them away. Just departed, you may stop covering now, Miss. You scared me half to death. Shimori is absolutely terrifying when she's in work mode. So how was the acting? Pretty solid, right? Like the video? A splendid performance, especially those sparks you conquered. but give the bystanders a genuine fright. Anyway, that should do the trick, right? Yes, the intensity and frequency were sufficient. Now we simply wait and watch. Night falls outside a deserted warehouse. Pick up the pace. Any slower and the patrol's gonna catch us red-handed. Keep it down, or that tracker trying to get us caught. Hey, you there. What do you think you're doing? Taking a breather. What's it look like? Suck it up and keep moving. Every second counts right now. We don't have time for breaks. It's not that we won't. We literally can. I haven't slept in 2 days. Pull it together. Don't let the struggle beat you down. Let the money knock you out. We're not moving firecrackers here. We're carrying next year's savings, a new house, and good car for the next life. We pull this off and no one looks down on the prosperity gang again. Impressive haul for a few nights of toiling. Maui's getting an impressive haul, alright? Who said that? That noise come from the firecracker pile? The firecrackers just talk, or we're hallucinating from exhaustion? Rest assured, your ears work just fine. Oh gods, no, there are firecracker spirits. I officially lost my mind. Use your head, that's obviously an enemy. Don't bending. There's only one of her, she can take us all. He's not alone. The firecracker spirits are multiplying. Are you people alright? Wait, you're with the Basubu? Theft, smuggling, and now assaulting with intent. We have caught you red-handed with undeniable evidence. I strongly advise you to surrender immediately. Can't get busted here. Forget the loot. Scatter. Alright. Wait, my legs, why won't they move? It appears the special entry has finally taken hold. Did we walk straight into the setup? Took you long enough to catch on. Then again, seeing how dead on your feet you were, I suppose this is expected. Impossible. We were careful. Covered every track. How did you sniff us out? Simple. Our brilliant commander foresaw your every move. About that, I actually have a plan. We can bait them into walking right into our hands. It can't be that easy. What does the plan entail? Like I said, they've been smuggling firecrackers out in small batches to a hideout. Now they're just waiting to stockpile a full load before moving it. And yesterday they had new stock for transport. Needing extra hands meant they had already gathered enough stock. They were ready to leave Cangwu. But last night the theft suddenly resumed. This time they broke their pattern and cleaned out every last firecracker in the victim zone. My guess is that they hit a snack yesterday, lost the cargo, panicked and rushed back to restock. They're still hiding in the city and nothing draws desperate thieves like a massive unguarded pile of firecrackers. And exactly as predicted, the criminals led us straight to their nest. These firecrackers, consider them a gift, the perfect bait prepared just for you. We were this close to a fortune, I'm not going down like this. Get them. Okay. Oh, first battle stage. 3. Make it quick and clean. Capture them in once. Okay, spring seed coronas. And okay. That should be easy enough to defeat them all. That should be the last ones. Of the pile. Or at least they won't move anymore. Or everyone defeated. Perfect. Beans. 6 more to go. You learned the truth about your friend's disappearance. Stop the beating, I surrender, okay? Stop talking and we go easy on you. Keep quiet and you're credit. I talk whatever you want to know. Just give us a trophy. Decide your fate once we hear the full story. You hired 3 trackers for cargo run yesterday, so where are they? Why are you the only ones who made it back? Alright, where is he? It went down like this. 1 day earlier. Look at all these cargoes. You guys moving in or something? Trying to catch in a mountain of fishes all at once? Don't push yourself. That's right. Besides, making that many wishes costs too many memory. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about that. Are you absolutely certain? The payment is generous, incredibly so, but we can't in good conscience stand by and watch you walk into a death trap. I get why you're worried, but trust me, it's fine. Honestly, these supplies aren't for the climb. And why are we hauling all this stuff inside? I guess you aren't gonna let this go, are you? Fine, I'll level with you. I had a best friend once, we grew up together. Back when times were the hardest, we only survived because we had each other to lead. The client tearfully recounts how her best friend sacrificed herself to save her using her final breath to smile and asked her to live on. I'm not the only one. Everyone in our group has lost someone to the monolith, friends, family. That's why we return to the monolith every Springfestival with their favorite things. They say the monolith is a place of miracles. What if they really could come back home to us? I see, no wonder these supplies mean so much to you. But that is the most touching thing I've ever heard. Where did this kid pop out from? Oops, sorry, I was looking for white herbs nearby and couldn't help overhearing. Didn't mean to pray. It was such a moving story, I couldn't stop the tears. Hold on, aren't you the manager of Chicken's Bistro? What are you doing all the way out here? Should you be in Philae? I'm back for the festival, and you guys, what brings you all the way to Cangwu? We wrapped up a commission nearby and decided to stop here for a briefer. Was is with us too? Thinking reminds me of her cooking. Great, now my stomach's crawling. Hey, wanna drop by my place tomorrow for a family feast to kick off the new year? Seriously, count me in. Too bad the Springsy Crush cleaned out the markets. I can't find half the ingredients I need. Half a day of scavenging and this handful of greens is all I've got to go for it. Take along with us for the monolith then. Gather whatever ingredients you want straight from a wishing box. Brilliant idea, I'm coming with you. Taking a kid into the monolith seems risky. Don't worry, I'm keeping my eyes on her. Besides, Jingling packs a mean punch, she can handle herself. Give us a second to talk it over. What's the play? The girl's along. She sniffs out our cover. They just want to travel together. Making a scene excluding her will only make us look suspicious. Fine, just watch your mouth. She's not a local, so she probably won't notice anything off. Alright, we travel as a crew, but keep the young lady safe as on you. The young lady safe as on you. That's all. That's the gist of it. We post as long, spun a sob story and trick this trackers into hauling or fire trackers into the monolith. But why stash them inside the monolith? Moving that much powder is a nightmare. You get inspected at every city gate and rival gangs are always looking to hijack you. So we figured we dump the stash in the monolith first. That allows us to enter the city clean to resupply, then smuggle the goods out in smaller batches later. It didn't matter if anyone else found it. We did our research. We know that trackers can only bring out artifacts they get from the wishing box. In a way, the monolith is the world's safest vault. These guys really covered their bases. So what went wrong? Well... Dude, that's the last road. We take the other path so you can pay your respect in peace. But first we need to settle that final payment. Alright, your fee, let me just, where is it? This is embarrassing. I must have rushed out without my wallet. Excuse me. Tell you what, meet us at the Red Pot restaurant at 10 tomorrow morning. I swear, I pay you in full. That's... Hey, don't give me that look. It's not like I'm trying to scam you. Hold on, I hear something. Eyes up, Aaron. Oh. Monster, it's a monster. Get back behind me now. That thing dropped out of nowhere and swallowed our entire hall. I can't believe that. Did everyone else make it out? I have no idea. We panicked and ran for our lives. We didn't realize until we got out that these food trackers and the girl were still inside. And to make up for your losses, you decided to break into town and steal more firecrackers tonight? We had no choice. For all that money, we'd be living on the streets. Save your excuses for the boo. Right now, your priority is guiding us back into the monolith to save them. You want to go back in there? Of course, they are still trapped inside. We are getting them out. Precisely. No way. That thing will eat us alive. Got a good look at it. That monster, it has to be the legendary Neon. Well, that does not matter. We still need to get them out. After the mystery, a subtle unnatural shift is taking place inside the monolith. Anyone reading? We're good. Is everyone okay? We hit a snag, stuck in the boss's domain, but we're safe. Lin is with us too. Lin is there? Hang tight, we're coming for you now. No need to rush, it's actually not that bad. What do you mean? Forget it, just wait for me. They replied, everyone's safe and Jinglin's with them. Wonderful news, the interference from the monolith explains the radio silence. Yeah, communication between inside and outside the monolith is impossible. Even though I have the power of unlimited throttling to connect with friends in other cities, I couldn't break through this restriction. Now that we're inside the monolith, our comms are working again. I find it nice that they explain why the power that we got in chapter 6 didn't work. Since normally it was said we can contact everyone no matter the distance. But it seems monoliths are still some special kind of place that justifies even more logic. What is their current status? They're trapped in the boss's domain, for not in any immediate danger. Trapped in the boss's domain, but not in danger? Are you kidding me? I'm fussy on the details, but that's what Iris said. A pity, it seems my emergency protocols won't be required after all. Yeah, let's count our blessings. Hey, why the shivers? Is Dr. Cornus really that terrifying? Don't tell me she forces you to drink that black bitter sludge like the other doctors in town. Better meds would actually be a mercy. Cornus scares me on a whole different level. Oh my, that is rather dramatic of you. You scared the poor girl. This is exactly why you give me a headache. Jokes aside, I genuinely hope we won't need to resort to such measures. Agreed, we must locate them immediately. Let's move out, stay sharp. We've been hiking forever and there's still no sight of this Neon that the smuggler was ranting about. Hey Shimio, you think Neon actually exists in a place like this? You got the Chuanchi, shouldn't this be your area of expertise? But I've never seen a real one, that's way out of my league. Recall Long's describing the Neon as a formidable creature. Care to tell me more about it? Neon is nothing but a massive pest, used to emerge every festival to wreak havoc. It scared the kids and trash our houses, ruining the big Seek fears Aeon worked so hard on. Actually, the ancient text explicitly state that the creature devours humans. Ah, for real? Maybe there are different versions. My version is my seniors. Well, anyway, since disaster followed it everywhere, people had no choice but to lock themselves indoors every time it started to roam. Eventually, they figured out it was terrified of three things: loud noises, the color red, and firelight. So folks started putting up wet tablets in lanterns to keep the lights on all night and set off firecrackers to drive the beasts away. That is why we gotta make a huge racket with firecrackers during the festival. It's a tradition. I see, that explains your earlier insistence that it isn't a festival without firecrackers. Incorrect, it is merely because Chixa enjoys the noise and chaos. Today in Springfestival, firecrackers are no longer about warding off Neon. They live on as enduring symbols of the festival. I doubt anyone sets off firecrackers solely to drive away Neon these days. However, the legendary Neon appearing inside the monolith, that is certainly a cause for concern. But that smuggler claimed it swallowed the firecrackers the moment it appeared. That contradicts the legend, doesn't it? Maybe it's a smart one, knows the banks are its weakness, so it got them up before they could go off. Regardless of the specifics, there's an undeniable powerful entity residing within the monolith. When the smuggler mentioned Neon, she presented it with rapid breathing, pallor, and accurate muscle attention. Psychological reactions do not lie. There's no doubt she encountered a terrifying creature. As for whatever it is truly the legendary monster, should we investigate it for ourselves? Space inside the monolith is chaotic, the roads never stay the same, yet all we can do is press on. No matter how the layout shifts, the path always leads down. We're bound to reach the boss's domain eventually. Now about Noya and... Wait. What is it? Have you noticed that something feels different around here? Look at that shop above the door. These red papers on those Springsy goblets? The monolith still looks as usual when we first walked in, but we're seeing more and more Springsy decorations along the way. Indeed, and not just couplets. Look at the paper cutouts on the windows, the lanterns on the eaves. I see Cangwu skewers over there as well. Wait, really? Let me see. You're right, the corner is packed with festival snacks, melon seeds, peanuts, food tops. It's got everything. Yes, this entire sector has begun its own festival celebration. I've encountered phenomenon like this before. Powerful steroids can warp reality. Remember how King Ulupo turned his domain into a laundry room? Usually, the power is limited to their immediate vicinity, but this festival zone extends far beyond a single chamber. If Neon is capable of reshaping such a vast area, then its power is not to be underestimated. Everyone, please proceed with caution. Getting some serious bad vibes from up ahead. We must be getting close. I feel it too. Eat. Well, you definitely can't say the atmosphere isn't totally festive. What is happening? And where's this music coming from? It's sticking up some weird request menu, like a bad earworm, I can check. You've never heard this? It's a totally classic among longs. I wish you were today. I wish you joy to stay. Please stop. You're gonna brainwash me into singing along. But the music is nice. This must be the place. Watch out, Zane. Everyone on your guard. Lucky, here, der fence. Huh? Took you long enough, Zane. Oh, is it my turn? What was that menu formula again? N times bracket APC plus N times bracket AAA plus AA. What N times A? Huh? Forget the math. I'm just gonna trust my gut. 8 of characters. I mean, that's a full flush. What? What exactly are you guys doing? playing Mahjong. Mahjong? No, I mean, why are you playing Mahjong here of all places? Yeah, something definitely strange. For real, this creature is not as vicious as imagined. Sorry, Sin, we didn't mean to worry you. We tried texting to explain, but every time a phone came out, Lucky here tried to snatch it, nearly chewed through Amber's screen. Scary. By Lucky, you mean the 9? That little guy's called 9? It matches the smuggler's description, looks a fair bit like the 9 from the legends. Smuggler? Right, you wouldn't know. The guys who hired you were running a gunpowder smuggling ring. They said they needed to find their friends in the monolith. Was that a lie? That's the cover story, they aren't even long. No wonder they acted so shady and paid the balance up front. I did think it was weird that they only picked firecrackers, get zest or they smuggled the powder. My fault, I should have vetted it better before we took it. Not your fault, Iris. Exactly, those smugglers were great actors. I can't believe I cried over the fake sob story. Oh, so embarrassing. So, did they make it out of the monolith alive? Perfectly healthy too. In fact, they had enough energy to fight back when we arrested them. That's good. Noya, aren't you mad? A bit sure, but honestly, I was more worried they get hurt in the monolith. Besides, now that they're caught, they get what they deserve, right? Precisely, the culprits have already been handed over to the Long Guard. I guess that counts as getting even for us then. I'm just glad you're all safe. The smugglers' boss claimed the fierce Nyan attacked them, said they barely escaped with their lives. So is this that fierce Nyan in question? Who? Doesn't look all that dangerous. Actually, it looks like the lot of you are having a blast. We didn't expect things to turn out like this either. Lucky was pretty fierce when it first popped up, scared us half to death. But when we realized it had no intention of attacking us... Why was that? It seemed all it wanted was to snack on the firecrackers. Then why didn't you just drop the stage and make a run for it? That was exactly the plan. The problem is... See, just like that, every time we try to head for the door, Lucky cuts us off, won't let anyone out. We know you'll find us eventually soon. Figured we might as well have Jingmin as Mahjong. We staring at the walls. I know Mahjong is popular among the Long, but this is dedication. Didn't expect Jingmin to carry a full set area as she goes. Carry a set area? Are you kidding? We got it from a wishing box. We asked for a full automatic Mahjong table and poof, there it was. Using a wish on the game table proves your best. Anyway, I get the picture. One thing bothers me through. What's with the name Lucky? Nin's idea. Cute, right? Grandma had a dog named Lucky. We were inseparable growing up. This little guy reminds me of him, so the name stuck. See, it loves it. For us Long, Lucky is basically a classic pet name. Awesome, if I ever get a pet, I want one exactly like this guy. Hey Lucky, wanna show us a thing? He's totally smitten. A diet of firecracker is fascinating behavior. But why it keep you here? A territorial beast should be driving intruders out, not driving them in. Did they take us as emergency rations the moment we walked in? Wouldn't rule it out. No way, Lucky isn't like that. Oh, then what's your theory, Jinglin? I think it wants to celebrate the Springfestival with us too. Back then, the Wu family would return to Cangwu and gather at Grandma's for the festival. Lucky would get so excited running around begging everyone to play. But when the festival ended and people left, he get the boy. Sometimes he even blocked the door to stop us from leaving. Blocking the exit like this reminds me exactly of how Lucky used to guard the door. Makes sense, at least it hasn't tried to attack us yet. It just wants company for the festival. Seeing it like this, we would have the heart to beat it up just to leave. Lucky isn't the only one feeling lonely. He wanted to spend the festival with you too, here. I feel the same. No matter where you are, I find you. Hey, get over here. Something's wrong with Lucky. What is it? It seems agitated. Just look at that pace and getting up, lying back down over and over. Oh, and it won't stop hiccuping. You see that it's breathing fire now? Did it display any of the symptoms earlier? No, it was full of energy just a moment ago, running circles around us. Then it suddenly went quiet. I assumed it just tired itself out. Allow me to take a look. Firecrackers. Firecrackers are not a good diet. I see. It has ingested an excessive quantity of firecrackers, a severe case of indigestion. Digestion? Is there anything we can do? The poor thing looks miserable. Yeah, to think I would encounter such a fascinating case in a place like this. It is fortunate that I decided to pack this for the journey. Look at the size of that thing. Is that the emergency surgical protocol you mentioned earlier? That is very old pride for Dr. Coronis. Hang in there, Lucky. Just be good, this will all be over soon. Lucky, stop running. The shot is for your own good. I cannot administer treatment under these conditions. Everyone, please help restrain the patient. Looked like the typical reaction. If I would see such a thing, I would probably start running too. There's kindness. Stop running. Getting a shot will help you, I promise. At his stage. Once again. And let's take it forward. Quickly. It's almost good. Okay. Victory. The year ahead. They just want to celebrate the new year. Lucky, hey, Lucky, wake up, sleepyhead. Dad's coming home soon. Come on, let's go to the crossing and meet him. Wonder what fireworks he's got this time. Hope it's those huge ones again, just like last year. Why are you hiding? Still a scaredy cat about the noise, huh? Okay, tell you what, we stick to sparklers this year. They're pretty and quieter, so less terrifying. Lucky, you gotta hold down our home while I'm gone, alright? Mom's been under the weather. Look after her, make sure she rests, and keep an eye out on you. Don't let her run wild all day. Good boy, I knew I could count on you. Now I can head to the monolith. Alright, time to hit the road. I wish you for a huge haul so we can all have a killer festival. Lucky, those offer... Did I? Getting old really takes it out of you. Back when I first left home, I could work days on end without blinking. Come to think of it, been 30 years since I left Cangwu. Hey? Lucky, how about I take you back to the old hometown this year? Festival's Eve, we hit the hilltop for fireworks, my secret spot as a kid. Hope it's still there. Can't wait to show you the view back home. Lucky, wake up. Oof. Miss Conis, Lucky's spaced out. Is it okay? Miss Conis? Oh, Lucky's fine. Don't worry. Senator hasn't fully cleared its system yet. I finished the checkup. It swallowed a massive amount of debris, which threw its magic flow into chaos. Basically, it hasn't as accurate indigestion. I've given it an injection to flush out the blockage. Once it kicks in, it'll be right as rain. Lucky's breathing fire again. Don't panic, that means the meds are working. The firework. A torrent of firecracker spews from Lucky's mouth, scattering across the floor. Look at all of them. Just how much did it eat? There, purging all those should bring it significant relief. They've been through the stomach, but they look intact. Can still light these. Lucky glances around the room, looking a bit dazed from the septic explosion. Moments later, it's pacing around the pile of fireworks, wagging fiercely. The nausea is clearly gone. Thank goodness you're feeling better now, aren't you? Okay, I get it. You're feeling better. Hey, cut it out with the licking and tickets. Honestly, calling this thing Noya feels wrong. It acts more like an overgrown puppy. Who's to say it isn't? Huh? Mao, you truly believe Lucky here is a lion? Strictly my personal theory, but Lucky looks far more like a Stella Sora. Then again, description of the lion are notoriously vague. The archives aren't always reliable, so I cannot definitively rule it out. However, if a legendary beast of that magnitude actually appeared... Lucky, come on, show me that fire piece again. Nice one, you totally got it done now. That she would have taken action long ago. Very righteous, Miss Chimo. Indeed, we cannot judge by looks alone. We require a hard both. Honest, you found something, didn't you? I noticed something during my exam. Lucky's physiology differs from its standard monsters. It is formed almost entirely of pure magic. I trust the veteran tracker recognizes those traits. Inside a monolith made of pure magic, wouldn't that just be a stelloid? Precisely, in a special case, a stelloid manifested specifically because of the Springfestival. Because of the festival, does the monolith celebrate festivals too? So Lucky and all that decor, they're all set up, but who arranged it? Songs, obviously. Us? Oddly, venerating a room inside the monolith is pure fantasy and beyond any ordinary person. Nah, that's not it. How to put this? I've been inside long enough to just pick up on the vibe. I see your point. She suspects the collective wish of Cangwu is influencing this monolith. Trackers realized ages ago that a monolith's artifact drops aren't set in stone. If a crowd wishes for the same item in the same monolith, the odds of the wishing box getting it skyrocket. Some claim the God of Grace hears us, others think our harvested memories react with the monolith. There are endless theories. However, that theory fails to account for the specific anomaly occurring here. Right, here's the trigger. From the observations, Tracker deducted effect. Human desire affects more than just the rewards. It reshapes the monolith itself. Take the drought-stricken town a while back. Locals flocked to the nearby monolith to pray for rain. Guess what? A massive storm started raging inside. Oh, rings a bell. Rumor says the water controlling steroids now spawn in there too. I believe I understand the nature of the wish dedicates not only the artifact yield but also the monolith's internal environment as well. This monolith sits near Cangwu, frequented by longs. With the Springfestival approaching, their festival spirit must have seeped into the structure. That likely explains Lucky's genesis. Psychologically, it mimics the Noya legend, but Jinglin named it Lucky, likely imprinted it with new emotional significance. Indeed, Lucky is a very common name longs give their puppy. Despite its celluloid nature and behavior, profile matches that of a canny. No wonder you mistook it for a large dog mischief. In short, it embodies the affectionate memories attached to every dog named Lucky. Perhaps it truly just wants to celebrate the festival with us. No wonder it fought so hard to keep us from leaving. Why don't we just play with it then? Yeah, I'm on it. Lucky, it's firework time. Everyone ready? Standing by. I have positioned the firecrackers at the corner. Oh. Don't be scared, Lucky. I'm right here. The fireworks are beautiful. Let's watch them together. Under Lucky's eager gaze, everyone lights their sparkles. Lucky stares mesmerized as if trying to etch this moment into its memory forever. Dancing sparkles reflect in its glistening eyes, blooming like tiny fireworks against the night sky. Lucky, we have to go now. My mom will worry if I'm not home soon. Oh. Hey, wipe that frown off your face. I'm leaving these firecrackers in your jar. Just promise not to eat them all again, okay? I'll be back for you whenever I can. Lucky plants a paw on the pie as if accepting the task with solemn determination. Its bowed loyal gesture is amusing and heartwarming, but then a bittersweet feeling wells up in our hearts. Bye bye, Lucky. You ever see Lucky again? Hard to say, it might vanish with the festival, or perhaps like the other steroids is destined to wander this monolith forever. How could this be? Regardless, everyone still wants to play with Lucky, to watch the fireworks together, and the environment inside the monolith responds to the will, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then logic suggests if you simply wish to see Lucky again, the monolith should answer that prayer. Okay, then I'm wishing to see Lucky again. I'm certain Lucky is hoping for the exact same thing. Lucky, hey, Lucky, wake up, sleepyhead. Let's have a great new year together. When it first opened its eyes, it feels a faint presence deep within, fragments of memory. It doesn't know the faces in those memory fragments, nor does it understand what they see. It only has a feeling, a vague sense that this make up its rule. It steals memories. It tilts its head, staring blankly at the world. It likes this place. It feels warm, familiar. Across the blank state of its mind, blurry thoughts rush in. It wants the festival painted a bright red, wants the crackle of firecrackers, the boom of fireworks. It, or perhaps they, want to be a family to celebrate a happy festival together. If only that wish could. Then our trackers came. Okay, and number 9. The world made new. Happy spring season. Sorry I'm late. So I'm up, these ends took a while. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Don't sweat it, you're right on time. Go wash up and let's eat. Cooking the entire restaurant, I imagine that cost a fortune. No worries, a distant cousin of mine runs this place. He insisted on comping the night, a way of thanking us for cracking the case. My mom even stopped by to whip up her specialties. Come on, dig in. By the way, are there any traditions regarding the spring season menu? Families mostly cook what they like, but there are definitely staples. It's about family reunions and bringing in the new year after all. It's only fitting to have a sense of ritual. I actually researched this out of curiosity. I understand that many common dishes symbolize good fortune. I thought I'd be spending that eve buried in casework. Thanks to everyone, we actually wrapped it up in time for them. They're the ones who should be thanking you and Zirin. If not for your help, we'd probably still be stuck in the monolith gnawing on stale bread. Festival with Aaron. Nice. Absolutely, Springseek Festival is all about gathering together for a joyful feast. Keep talking and the food's gonna get cold. Come on, grab a seat. Fair point, but I haven't seen Chixia yet. Where did she go? She's in the kitchen, insisting on demonstrating her culinary prowess. Ta-da! And now for the grand final. What on earth is that? Behold my masterpiece, Box-seared medley. Is this another one of Cangwu's traditional delicacies? Fascinating. No. There's no way that's traditional cuisine. Look at that freakish color. It's fine, we should just be happy we have food on the table. I mean, sure, but what if we get food poisoning? I like Noya and Pop. The trackers really need a cast iron stomach just to survive in this line of work. It's awfully red. It's not too spicy, is it? Oh, it's definitely spicy, but that's what makes it good. Come on, Shimon, be brave. We won't get us around, sharing a feast filled with laughter. This spring peak eve, time quietly slips away, drawing them closer to the turn of the year. The fireworks are starting. Springseek at eve fireworks. Witnessing this firsthand, it is far more vivid and intriguing than I imagined. At the year's end, everyone shares the same hope as they welcome spring with family and friends they hold dear. Is this the moment the long hold most dear? I like Amber's face. And her. She is bright red. I guess it's pretty. Yes, this is the most important night of the year for us. That explains the memories of Lucky. Lucky's memories? Back in the monolith when I examined Lucky, perhaps due to the magic or the sheer intensity of the wishes involved, I caught chaotic glimpses of memory. They likely belong to different people, carrying the weight of collective hope, which ultimately catalyzed Lucky's birth. But I found it curious that, despite their varying ages, statuses, and locations, the owners of those memories shared the exact same wish, or rather, the same resolve. To go home to spend the festival with the people who matter. Well, the long Springseek Festival isn't just about bringing in the new year. It's a reminder for us to honor the past, look to the future, and never forget where our home is. No matter how busy we are or how far we drift, we always try to make it back for this one night just to be together again. Because we believe that as long as there's a home waiting for us, there's hope. Now that I've seen it firsthand, I think I get what drove those people. The intense longing wrapped them on Liv's environment and manifested lucky into existence. In a way, that creature is the living answer to that prayer for reunion. Yeah, I guess it is. Quite a solemn face, it's the Springseek Festival. Come on, let's go set off some fireworks. Step right up to the clearing. Prepare yourself, mortals. Great Master Chixia is about to show you the true earth-shattering power of the Springseek spirit. Smugly rolls out a massive launch tube that towers over her, its surface covered in white, swirling wounds. That thing is a beast. Feast your eyes on my latest masterpiece, the heavenly chromatic blaster. Is something that big actually safe? Judging by the mass and wound density, it should theoretically produce a spectacular visual phenomenon. Of course, the probability of a spectacular catastrophe is also statistically significant. Don't be a buzzkill. I double checked the math. This time it's absolutely... Huh? Why is everyone backing away? Lisa, your tail. I think you're just lit the fuse. What? You should have said that sooner. The firework shrieks skyward with unnatural speed, pulls a sharp bizarre U-turn and barrels straight toward the Hotpot restaurant's entrance. Should we run? Wait, it's heading for the restaurant. If that thing gets inside the repair pit, it's gonna be a storm, sure? That wasn't supposed to happen. Turn, fly some heads, please. The shell zigzags slightly, scraping the eaves, barely missing a lantern before snapping into another sharp turn, dive bombing straight at Caesar. Ah, not this way, go up! Up! How did we end up here? Caesar blindly tosses a talisman in panic. As if commanded, the Rook shell corrects its course, shoots skyward, and bursts into a dazzling display of light. Phew, that was close. I was already mentally calculating the settlement check. I forgot to install the guidance talisman. I really thought it was perfect this time. Sorry. Caesar's blaster was gorgeous fool, and since nothing broke, all's well that ends well. Since it's Springseek Eve, I let this slide, but for safety's sake, only regulated fireworks from now on. No more unauthorized mods. Understood. Look at the time, midnight's almost here. Before anyone realizes it, a tide of firecrackers has swept through the streets, sending wave after wave of fireworks into the night sky. In the distant faint bells begin to toll. Happy Springseek. Happy Springseek. Here's to a smooth year and no more giant messes from me. I wish that mom stays healthy and that business at you just goes through the roof. What's going on over there? It's a long tradition to pray for good fortune at the start of the year. Why don't you join in and wish a resolution? Anything works. Then I wish for nothing but happiness every single day. I want to become someone the district can rely on even more. To keep traveling together. What about you, what's your wish? Me, I wish that we may leave our past troubles behind and the coming year will bear fruit for us all. You're always so serious, but hey, that is very huge. Meow. I suppose I should follow suit and make a wish. I wish to find a cure for even more of this world's unsolved pathologies. Do you have a wish? All I want is for us to stand under the same night sky every year, full of hope for the coming year. Anyway, let's give this year everything we've got. Happy Springseek, everyone. Oh, okay. Chapter complete. Okay, and with that we finished it. Finished the story. And
Okay, and now we can start with the battle stages. Not all of them, since most will still take time to even unlock, but we can do the normal ones already. Since we also need the reward stuff. Buy everything from the shop afterwards, and for that I need daily stamina as well. So yeah. Let's quickly finish those stages. Since they, like always, will be the easier part. The normal stages are, like always, extremely easy. And the ones that are still locked currently will then likely be rather difficult again. But yeah, it doesn't really as long as I can finish all of them. Finished. I like how as a playstyle. And allows a big amount of. And we continue. I can do those.
okay, and now we can do the rest. So let's continue. Yeah. Now that I can do all of them. Okay, and everything. Quite chaotic with the fireworks, like patrols. And earn a lot more Stella dust, which I can always use for new characters. Most of the time I only pull for the new character, and if I don't get this in the first 10 pull, I ignore it, just because I feel like new characters are most of the time a lot more important than having a character with its signature weapon or signature disc. But I also know from Honkai Impact that this logic is not very good and working anymore. Oh. I still feel like having the new character is better, even if it's only for I own mine. Since I like collecting stuff and having everything other than one character almost seems annoying. That is also why I currently am still collecting more characters. And currently I only need one more character on time pack to have every single one that currently exists, every battlesuit. And that is the... what is it called? What is it called? Mistance. Battlesuit. I think was it? I don't come on the name currently. But that's the... so I only need one more battlesuit, then I have all of them in Honkai Impact. Or in terms of weapons, especially for the older characters, that were different story. Okay, and now we are at the second difficulty. That which is rather easy, of course. I did not expect anything else. And I also feel like not really needed to get the disc all the time, then most of the time you can to get at least halfway good and halfway good record with the new character. You can also use the disc that you get to the event, either a specialized story event like this one for Spring Seek or the one for the winter event, but also the version events like for chapter 6, so the new chapter events of that. They also always give for the current characters type this, and I feel it will become even more irrelevant once new characters appear that are support more rather than current characters, since they benefit, I feel like, even less from having their designated weapon. So let's use for those things. I hopefully have enough. Enough to deal with all the enemies. Yeah, right. So, previous. How this turns out in this game. Since Stella Sora is still, well, still a new game, there is still a lot. Even this region, for example, right now, we have not even reached in the main story currently. I think
it will. But I very much think this will be the next region we will visit. Then from the story, it seemed like this played not long after the PA disaster with United Harvest. So either this region is next or will be where we will not be long after. Even if I'm not entirely sure with how fast at least we finished the conflicts in the first two regions, how long the story is supposed to go. Since at least currently we get through it rather quickly. Since if we are done with delay now after chapter 6 from what also it looks like, then that would mean we have 2 chapters in Emma, 4 chapters in PA. So the next region hopefully has more. At least I would hope so. But we will see. So, okay. I will also continue, of course, with Blue Archive, which I have literally no idea how long the main story is. We now, at least as far as we can, without starting the second chapter, big chapter, finish the first chapter in Blue Archive story, but I'm pretty sure it will still take quite a while. But I don't think I will have a chapter that I will have any game that will stop Honkai effects from the length that quickly. Maybe if I start a game like Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact, they could take a lot longer, but right now at least pretty much on the point where I don't really want to start such a game, since it just makes it more exhausting. So yeah. But like I said, I will still need to see what I start next after Blue Archive. In terms of those 2K, Stella Sora and Blue Archive, I had already tried some time before I was up to date with Honkai Impact, the plan. So I already had some quite a while before that the plan that if Stella Sora releases before I am up to date with Honkai Impact, Stella Sora would be the next game, which it then was, and otherwise I would have started with the Archive first. Oh, yeah. Like, it's obvious I started with Stella Sora, and afterwards, then that Stella Sora was still new, had not much content in terms of main story, started with Blue Archive, where we are right now. So yeah. You're now at the hardest stages. I will change it to this one. The hopes that I can do deal a bit more and faster damage at this. This one is stronger since the... I don't know what they are called right now, but the stats are special or repair selected at this one for specific tactics, which at the other ones, at the ends record is not the case. There I just record, there I just wanted to have a record, so I can use it for the minions arena, which is extremely difficult as far as I can tell currently. So that is really another level of endgame content. But I don't think it comes anywhere close to the, what are they called? Character wise? I don't remember the name from Honkai Impact, where you have one specific track, one specific bakery battlesuit that you can only use, and you need to use your own one, since the free one is almost certainly not possible. Way too sweet. I almost lost my mind when I recorded that one, and I even broke it off and have not touched it since then, since it was pure hell, nothing else other than hell. Oh. And the rest of energy on that one, and quite a few things still here. Okay, this one is still, but we also have this one. The workshop. So let's do this next again. Cookie workshop once again. Let's see how I do this time. Dum, 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 dum. this. Okay, perfect. Okay, let it go. Yes. This is this one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Number. Number. And another one. Now it slowly gets this. On this one. On this. This is. This. Okay, still finished it. Now it gets bigger. Remember the direction thing again, which is a lot harder. You don't concentrate. This. Especially since I cannot remember stuff. For the sake of it. 120. Okay, 80 was the goal. It should. Good. 92 more than what I needed. 200 more. Okay, rhythm. better with faster rhythms. Beggars cannot stop. Need to start with the slow rhythm. Does not matter, we are already at 0. Okay. 200 points. Oh, shocked by a lot. Almost 80,000. And I only needed 500. Oh well. Okay, and power unleash. Let's see what the best result is. I can. We start with slow. Okay, bit faster. The first one was a lot way too slow for my taste. Full consent. Want to reach best so I can visit 2. Meaning I want time to run out and not that I fail. As I'm now it gets complicated with 4. Perfect. Only one miss. 403,484. I think that's a nice record. I would have take 50 cookies. A box of cookies. Well, I think I did that a lot more than I needed. Okay. Okay, I need a few more. Those. Let's use 2 of those products. I've also finished this adventure mission. And let's start buying things to shop. Why not? Still new. With this fine warm lemon. So. Title. All the upgrades for the disc. course,
新春おめで
the
とう。
most important
い
thing,
いことがあるといいね。
pulse,
見る目があるね。今日は冷えるね。
upgrade mit
さっさと売り切って帰ろうか。見る目があるね。
everything in terms
Yo,
of
here,
character
ne?
upgrade mit
さっさと売り切って
always needed.
見る目があるね。それ、新春おめでとう。いいことがあるといいね。
Goal
見
in
る
the
目がある
end,
ね。
like always,
Yo,
is to buy
here, ne?
everything
さっさと
till
新春お
only
めでと
Dora
う。いい
paints,
こと今日は冷える
which
ね。
you cannot buy out.
さっさと売り切って
It's in it.
見る目があるね。新春おめでとう。いいことが今日は冷えるね。
Has
さっさと売り切
that
って
I
見る目がある
don't
ね。
need anymore.
それ
And we need more points. Ink. I hope this is enough.
新春おめでとう。今日は冷えるね。
So
さっさと売り切って帰ろうか。
it up. But not enough.
見る目があるね。
Then shortcut until I can buy
な
the
かなか
rest
面白い品だよ。
of those stuff, of those things.
こうこうと
Okay,
澄み渡り
and now we can
風は
buy
さつさつと吹
the
き渡
rest,
る。
I guess.
相
So
互の
the
夜は
marriage
実に
card,
見る目があるね。それ、
the things for
新春お
this,
めでとう。
the
いい
Dulo
ことが
Soul
あるといいね。
Permanence, and beginner cartridge box.
今日は冷えるね。
And
さっさと
we
売り
have
切って
nothing left for
帰ろう
Dora,
か。
but since that's without an end anyway, it does not really matter. So yeah. With that, I would say was that for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, I would be happy about a like, a sub and a comment, and I hope I see you all back in the next video. Goodbye.